But first, a man dies after getting flesh-eating bacteria at Lake Conroe.
That man was fishing with his brothers when he cut his finger.
Just days later, he died in a Houston hospital. Our Doug Miller has that story new at 6.
When Lonnie Gaspard goes for a ride on Lake Conroe, he takes precautions.
I use 50% bleach and 50% water.
That's the solution he carries on the lake to ward off infections.
I mean, anytime you're with rusty hooks, water, fish, anything can happen, bacterias. I mean, the sky's the limit.
Anything can happen, and apparently did. On February 16th on Lake Conroe, 5 brothers took a Sunday fishing trip. One of them suffered a seemingly minor scratch on one of his fingers. 2 days later, Travis Lee Moore went to a Huntsville emergency room with flesh-eating bacteria. By the following Friday, the 74-year-old former firefighter and postal worker was dead.
I live here, I crappie fish, and I've never heard of any such on Lake Conroe.
One of his brothers spoke to us by telephone from southeast Texas today. Told us he just wasn't sure whether the problem was caused by the fish or the water here on Lake Conroe. Nonetheless, fishermen who are out here every day tell us they're going to take extra precautions.
It's somewhere around the fingers, somewhere in there, you know, with a hook or a fin.
Billy Mills' weathered hands have been scraped and cut more times than he can count. He runs a tour boat for fishermen who don't have boats of their own. But when he's out on the lake, he doesn't want them handling the fish.
It scares me, you know, to the fact because me being out on the water virtually every day and handling fish and getting nicked and whatever, you know, I'm going to be more cautious, that's for sure.
Every fisherman suffers his share of cuts and scrapes out on the water, the kind of minor injury that just may have cost this fisherman his life. On Lake Conroe, Doug Miller, KHOU 11 News.